When Barack Obama started running for president, Michelle Obama got a lot of press. And I would be in these mixed groups, and people would say, "Oh my God, have you seen Michelle Obama? She's so beautiful." And then they would use the A word, "She's so articulate." And I thought to myself, well, damn, don't they see me? Am I not articulate? And that's when I decided that it was time for me to step out and speak for all of you women in this room who are articulate and beautiful, and very often they don't see us. If we're out of the environment in which they are most comfortable seeing us and we're somewhere else, they don't remember you or whatever. But the thing for me was I wanted to help my clients, and I have some really wonderful clients, Georgia Power, DeKalb Medical Center, Clear Channel Airports, Visit Orlando. I wanted to help them figure out a way how they could talk to black women because, as you all know this, I'm preaching to the choir, we're the ones who hold the purse strings, and if we don't hold the purse strings, we certainly influence what those purchases are. And thirdly, in many cases, we're head of the household. So instead of looking at black women in a very stereotypical way, well, why don't you start talking to black women in a language that they understand, one that is respectful, that has some empathy from where they come from, where they're going, where they are. And so I did a study, and it's called A Profile of Today's Black Woman. Patrise mentioned it earlier. So it got picked up by the Wall Street Journal, Yahoo Finance. All these people started picking up the story because we were able to segment. We talked to 1,000 women across the country, black women across the country, from 18 to 55 plus. So we were able to segment the women into what we called our psychographic profiles. So maybe she was a traditionalist, maybe she was a tag-along. There were 6 profiles, and I won't bore you with all of them now, but if you go to my website, you can certainly read about the women. It's www.Lattimer, Lattimer, communications with an S at the end.com. And I spent a lot of money doing this because we started doing what we called social circles. So we would invite, I'd say, Patrise, I'd like you to come to my home, tomorrow night. We're going to have some wine and we're going to talk. And bring a friend. And she would do that. And I'd say to another person, come bring a friend. So women would show up with their friends, their sorority sisters, people from their book club, from their church. It didn't matter, you just had to fall into an age category. So we did 4 social circles, 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, and then 45 plus. So we did them in homes, we did them in bars, we did them in restaurants. We just did them where women feel comfortable. And because they were in a group, no more than 10 women, with women that we were connected in some way, everybody opened up. They talked about things that they wouldn't necessarily talk about in another research setting, but because they were around women that looked like them, thought like them, had the same issues, I got a lot of information. Then we took that information, went out and did our talked to 1,000 women across the country. And then the recession hit. And I thought, because when I got all this publicity, P&G called, all the people that you want to call called. And then the recession hit, and they stopped calling, and they would not take my phone call. So where I thought this was all going to help all of these corporations, talk to black women in a very respectful and understanding way, it all went away. Because in corporate America, the first budget that's going to be cut when funds are tight is the marketing budget, and that was me. So what did I do? I kept on pushing. I just didn't stop. Nobody was really that much interested in the research except my existing clients, but I talked to them a lot. And I got a chance to go out and talk to, for example, Georgia Power. We deal with one department there, but I got a chance to talk to several other departments and tell them about these women who are your customers and how are you going to talk to them when you're going to talk about, rate increases and these women are trying to feed families or whatever. They were interested. So I went inside and just took the clients that I had and talked to them about the wealth of information that I had about Black women who were their primary customers.